What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do something real quick and easy. We're going to be unwrapping the pallet that just came in that has the new wheels and tires for my wife's truck that we're working on building up. Now, before I get into installing these new wheels and tires, I do want to install some rock lights today. I'll just go ahead and show you real quick the rock lights that I'm putting on. I'll show you the truck, I'll show you the wheels, and we'll get this video wrapped up. So this will be a pretty quick video, so stay tuned. Let's see how it turns out. Okay, so before we jump into everything, let's just show you the vehicle we're working on. This is my wife's 2018 Cummins build over here. She currently has 20-inch RBP wheels on here with 35-inch tires. Now, I believe these are a 12 wide rim. Now, based on the small lip here, I don't think the offset is that much, maybe like a -44 or something like that. Overall, the tires, these are pretty bald. They are probably about 1.5 years, 2 years old. Again, this is our family vehicle here. But as you can see here, not much tread left on the middle. I think I actually had too much air pressure in them, which was making them ride uneven and wearing out the middles. The fronts are in the same situation. Not quite as bad, but they're still pretty bald. So right now she does not have any rock lights under here. Okay, as you can see under here, very simple to install rock lights. All you gotta do is take these bolts out along the edge, a couple bolts in the middle, a couple push pins, the whole liner pops out, drill a couple holes, put your rock lights in. The kit that I'm installing today is all plug and play. We're going to put 2 rock lights in each wheel. Then I'll put 2 in the front grill area. And then you basically just wire the control module up over by your battery, power ground. It's controlled by a remote or by an app. So once I get the rock lights installed, we're going to go ahead and put the new wheels and tires on. Now, if we come over here, here's the new wheels and tires right here. Again, we'll jump into them here shortly. Here's the rock light kit here. Again, I've had these for a while. I just haven't had a chance to install them. Okay, here you go here. Again, pretty much all plug and play. Just have the plugs here. These are the larger 36 count LEDs. So they're very bright and they have a lot of flexibility in all the color combinations you can use. So again, very simple and easy to plug in. You just basically have a power, a ground, and a remote wire. Or there's a remote right here in there already. Just slide the top down. It has some buttons there for a nice remote. So again, pretty simple to install these. Okay, so we have 10 of them. So I'm gonna put 2 in each wheel well and 2 in the grill. So let me go ahead and move a couple of the toys out of the garage. We're gonna pull the truck in. I'm gonna go ahead and install the rock lights. Again, if you wanna see a full video on how to install them, I'll put some links in the description below. They're pretty simple and easy to install, so I'm not gonna jump into too much detail on how to install them, but let me get moving on this and we'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and I got the wheel well liner out. It's just sitting here right in my lap. Okay, so because I'm doing 2 rock lights per wheel, I basically just try to find the center point in the wheel, which is pretty much off-centered from this hole here. So if this is the center point about right here, I just measure in where I roughly want my rock lights. Now, because I'm doing 2, I'm spacing it evenly. So if this is about the middle point here, I went over about 9 inches to the center. From here, about 9 inches to the center. I already got this one mounted, but I'm just showing you what I did here. So basically what I do is, once I get my rock light positioned where I want it, I take a pencil, mark the 2 holes, and then I mark a little pilot hole right here for where the wire is going to go through. So I drilled my 3 holes. I got one here, and I drilled a hole here. Then I just go ahead and use a razor blade and just put little slices here and kind of like a star pattern here. That way, as I'm pushing the thicker plug head through, it's flexible enough to push through, but all that's really left in the end is just a little pilot hole for the wire to seat in there. So again, you can always adjust this however you want, but this is just how I do it. Then once I pull the wire through, I put my rock light back in place, and then I just use the supplied bolts that look like this. I put a little blue Loctite on the back of the bolt, and then ultimately it ends up looking like that on the back. Okay, so that's all you really got to do is once you get them positioned and locked in place, you'll be good to go. And then at the very end, we're just going to go ahead and mount the control box pretty much like right behind the battery. There's a little bit of an open cavity back here. We're going to tie it to the positive of the battery. We're going to ground it to the chassis of the truck, and then we'll just plug all of our harnesses in and we'll be good. So let me finish this up and we'll be back. Okay, so I went ahead and I got the first 2 rock lights installed. One there, one there. Got the wheel well liner back installed. Have the wire just coming up out the top, pretty much right down below there. I have it zip tied in a little bundle down there. And I'll just let these 2 harnesses dangle over the front. And then while this tire is off, I'm just gonna go ahead, put one of the new wheels on, and then do the same thing for the next 4 wheels. So let me go ahead and do the same exact process on all 4 wheels, and we'll be right back. Okay, so before I go ahead and put these wheels on, I just wanted to let you all know I did order these off customoffsets.com. I get a lot of my aftermarket parts for my vehicles off custom offsets. Like on my truck over here, I got the wheels, the tires, the fender flares, and probably a handful of other things from them. But this package here I got from Custom Offsets. These are a 22 by 12 wheel on a 35 by 12.5 inch tire. We'll get into further details at the end of this video when I get these all mounted, but I just wanted to show you. They showed up in probably less than 2 weeks at my house on a pallet, full wrapped, everything on top. They have foam in here, cardboard in between each layer. Everything's nice and mounted. Now I did go ahead and get these spin balanced with the weights. Again, at about a 35 inch tire, I think spin balancing with weights is probably better. If you're going any larger, like 37s, 38s, or 40s or bigger, I definitely recommend that type of a size tire do the bead balancing. But on something like a 35 by 12.5, you're probably good to do a spin balance at a highway speed with the weights, because they can actually fit these wheels in their machines typically. So everything's pretty much good to go. The only thing I still have to do is adjust the air pressure in them, but I'll do that once we get everything mounted. So let me keep moving on, and we'll be back here shortly. Okay, so I got the first wheel off, so I'm not gonna quite show you what it is yet, but it's sitting right here, and they are looking pretty awesome. And then to mount them, I did get some of these Venom spike lug nuts in the matte burgundy color, so it kind of pulls off with the burgundy of her truck a little bit better. So on this kit here, which I'll put a link in the description of where I got them, it comes with all of these spike lug nuts that you need, and then it also comes with a new tool that you'll need to slide over these because they're longer and they go into the wheel more. So it comes with a special tool. So let me go ahead and keep moving on with all this. Again, we're doing multiple things at once. We're doing rock lights, we're doing wheels, we're doing lug nuts, we're doing it all. So let me keep working on, and we'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. We had to take a quick pause there for a few days. We ran into a small issue with the Venom lug nuts that I originally got from Amazon. One of the very first things I noticed when I was putting them on was the matte burgundy powder coat finish was just flaking off. As soon as I actually started using one of these tools to put it on, a lot of the powder coating was just flaking and peeling off very easily. So that was the first issue I noticed. Then on the very last lug nut, when I put this on, it threaded on about a quarter of the way, and I just assumed it was going to fit. And then I put my impact wrench on the tool here and just zapped it and realized that it wasn't threaded correctly for the lug. And I actually shredded the threads in this lug nut here and ruined my lug stems. So I ended up having to order a new lug stem, which I replaced, and I'll put a picture up here. So I got that done this week. At the same time, I did call Venom and explain to them the situation I had, and they were real nice. Their customer service was very helpful. They ended up sending me a brand new set of spike lugs, but they upgraded them to the Illusion Cherry, which is a double coated powder coat with a gloss metallic finish. So those typically cost a little bit more. They actually sent me out those for the same price of these for the inconvenience, and then I'm just going to ship these ones back to them. So that's what's going on there. These ones are a lot nicer looking. Okay, here we go. Here, I'll show you these. Okay, look at that. I mean, that finish is real nice. Okay, nice metallic finish. It's gonna match the truck really, really well. So again, I got a whole brand new set of those. I'm gonna go ahead and put those on, and then we're gonna wrap this video up and I'll show you what everything looks like. So let me go ahead and put these new lug nuts on, and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, we are finally done. I went ahead and I gave the truck a quick bath. Let's take a look at the new wheels. That's the profile from the side. If you look here, they stick out a good couple inches here. I do not have any kind of fender flares on here for now, like I do on my truck over here. Here's what they look like. Those right there are the Vision Rocker 22 by 12. These have a -51 offset, all gloss black. And these wheels are paired with the Venom Power Terra Hunters. These are 35 by 12.5 for a 22-inch wheel. And these are the Illusion Cherry Venom spiked lug nuts. These turned out really, really good. They look awesome. and the truck looks really, really good. That's what they look like there. Same thing on the back. Come over here. That's what they look like with the sun. Look real good. There they go. Turned out awesome. I think they look awesome. And I'm really happy with how they turned out. So again, the wheel quality is really good. I did not see any blemishes or scratches or anything on these wheels when they showed up. Everything looks real good. The tires ride really, really nice. Everything was mounted and balanced. These are actually spin balanced with the weights on the back, so they rode really, really nice on the highway. So again, I'm really happy with them. The only thing I had to do was put a little bit more air in them, and they're good to go. These new Venom Illusion Cherry Spike lug nuts look really good. I think they definitely complement the gloss black wheel with the Delmonico red paint. I think they turned out really great and make a good complement to that color. But that's what they look like on the truck, and I think they look awesome. Okay, and real quick, a couple things I wanted to point out. On this particular 2018 Ram 2500 Cummins with a leveling lift on it, trying to fit 35-inch tires on a 22 by 12 rim, I had to do a little trimming here. So I basically took the fender liner and trimmed this whole area out. I know it's not real pretty right now, but I'll have to fix that and smooth it off a little bit later. Then I had to trim a little bit back here and took a grinding wheel and just cut this little lip off right here. So that little bit of trimming in the front and the back here at the bottom corner here allows me full turn without rubbing. Okay, so here we are out on the highway driving the truck with the new wheels and tires on. Again, right now I'm hitting at about 60 miles an hour, and as you can kind of watch by my hand, very, very little vibration in the steering wheel, which is good because again, I've had tires before that were aftermarket tires that had a lot of vibration, a lot of shaking and vibrating to the vehicle. This is very, very minimal, so this is definitely good. As far as the sound goes, you can hear a very slight hum on the highway if you're actually listening for it, but it's really not even that noticeable. I mean, I've had much louder wheels before. I mean, it's actually not even that bad. You can barely hear the wheel sound. So again, you do hear a little hum, not much. I mean, again, it's barely noticeable. You have to actually be really paying attention in order to hear it, but there is a slight hum, but it's very, very minimal. Okay, so it's nighttime. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the rock lights. I put 2 in each wheel well and 2 in the grill. I'm gonna go ahead and click the button on the remote now. There you go. That's what it looks like. Come around the front. There you go there. Let's come over here. There you go. The remote is real nice. Now you can use an app on your phone, but the remote allows it to be changed very easy. So I'll hit a button on here, change the colors. Just keep clicking the button. It just goes through all the different colors. It's pretty much like a bright white there. That's actually a brighter white. There we go. A little bit of a flash of all the colors. Then there's like a pulsating. There it is, back to a solid red. Then you can hit another button for like flashing. Pulsating. There you go. So that's what the new rock lights look like. Okay, everybody, so we are finally done. We got all 10 rock lights installed. We got all the wires zip tied and wire loomed and all taken care of. So the rock light portion is done.
We then took off the old wheels, and then we installed the new Vision rocker wheels. They also have the Venom Power Terra Hunter tires. Overall, I think the wheels and tires turned out fantastic. I did get them spin balanced with weights from Custom Offsets. I also got brand new tire pressure monitoring system valves put in them as well. So the only thing I really had to do was put a little more air in them. But overall, I am very happy with the wheels and tires that I got from Custom Offsets. So if you want any kind of wheels and tire packages or fender flares or anything custom of that sort, definitely go check out Custom Offsets because it's where I get a lot of my products from, and I highly recommend them. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like this video. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments section, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And also do me a favor, subscribe to the channel because it definitely helps me out, and I greatly appreciate it. So that's it. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Thank you. I truly appreciate you all. And as always, see you in the next video.